What's going on, guys? We're back, another video on the weekend here. We're taking a look at the summit once again in the snow. We got a couple of bonus clips coming up, bit of a shorter video because had a few blizzards and it's been like the negative double digits for quite a bit recently, so doing the best we can to try and keep weekend videos going, trying to at least get one video a weekend up to have some sort of regular upload schedule. Again, take another look at the summit, since I think this might be one of the ultimate cars for snow, or at least snow bashing. Short of extremely fluffy powder, this car actually seems to float. Another front flip we saved there. But yeah, overall it seems to just be fun to mess around with in the snow. The tires are big and fat enough where it can generally float a little bit without sinking too bad. We saw it do some crawling earlier in the clip, since the tread's not terribly aggressive, which actually kind of works in its favor, so it doesn't dig to China if it starts slipping a little bit. And yeah, with a flat bottom chassis, there's nothing to really drag too hard in the snow. You just kind of want to crank the preload up on the rear springs to make sure that you're not dragging the rear of the chassis through. We'll have a bonus clip here for reference of what it was like trying to run an SCX6 at the same time. It's my SCX6 Honcho struggling to make any progress through a snowbank. Meanwhile, we go back to the summit and we're just having a grand old time jumping around, hitting some, I guess, snow dunes, because their wind blew them up. They're kind of like sand dunes, but they're all made out of snow, so it's, yeah, I don't have sand dunes, I just have some stuff to drive around on in the winter. It's getting close to the end of it, or at the end of February, getting close to March. Hopefully some stuff's going to start melting soon and my track will get unburied. Should have been a card on screen at some point. Another sweet little front flip. But if you want to see what my track looks like, there should be a card at some point that popped up for it, because, man, it was fun when my track wasn't buried under a bunch of light, fluffy bullshit. Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. We're taking a look at the summit. I'm trying to do a power climb here. There we go. Now we're up on top. We made it up the drift. I can do that with my TRX4 on Traxxas. It's brushless. There'll be a video of that coming probably next weekend, since we broke my TRX4, getting a little bit too sendy on the tracks. But yeah, I don't know. All of my other cars on wheels between my SCX6, Maxes, and whatnot won't float like this does. The Bomber can kind of get through this stuff just because the tires I have are so aggressive. They're basically sand paddles, but once you start getting on it, you're using scoops. But overall, for a winter car, I think the Summit might be one of my favorites by far, just because it's fast enough where it can still like hit jumps and stuff. The TRX4 with brushless kind of screams on tracks, but it can't jump like the Summit can. Summit can do slow technical stuff like this. Yeah, there we go. That was probably the thumbnail shot right there. But yeah, like you can crawl with it, you can hit jumps with it. It's the one thing that seems to do everything in the winter, whereas some of the other stuff it's focused on, you can float with it, but you're not hitting jumps, or you're hitting jumps, but the second you hit powder or fluffy stuff, you're just sunk. The Summit can legitimately do everything, which is why I thought it was a really fun car to mess with. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little clip. Let me know if you want to see anything else in the future, and thanks for watching if you made it this far. I think we're going to end with a little bonus clip of a brushless TRX4 on Traxxas for reference. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more stuff in the future, let me know. I'll see you later.